Okay, I'll wait for a few of you to get in because this is an unheard of scenario and it looks as though Chelsea are likely to end up being the ones who are being hard done by, I guess you could say, as a result of the Champions League draw needing to be redrawn because of an issue regarding Manchester United accidentally drawing Villarreal, a team who they were in the same group as, which is not allowed in the last 16. You're not allowed to play a team that were in the same group as you, or you're not allowed to play a team who are from your same country until the quarterfinals. Man United draw Villarreal, that's an issue, but there was also a shot that was posted around social media that shows that there was actually a ball missing in Atletico Madrid's pot, I believe is like the way to explain exactly what happened. It is ever so slightly confusing, but at the same time, it is Manchester United who ended up getting the hardest draw out of everybody, and therefore were the ones who lodged a complaint. Real Madrid are currently pissed because they were relatively happy with drawing Benfica, and as a result, they have said that it shouldn't be done like this. And for me, I think that was one of the most stupid things to do, because what power do you have over this decision, Real Madrid? You have no reason to complain and make a big scene about it whatsoever, because all that does is make the footballing world look at you again just a few months after the first time we looked at you and thought, blimey O'Reilly, what is wrong with you lot? Like, can't you just see, like, some things you just can't change? Super League being one, now this is the other. I'm currently watching Joe Cole in the studio. Chelsea, just to recap for those of you that are new and didn't watch the first stream or maybe have minimal idea as to what was going to happen, we can draw Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Ajax of Amsterdam, Netherlands, and Lille in the last 16. In the previous draw that now needs to be redone, we got Lille, which are unquestionably the weakest opponent that Chelsea could have potentially faced in the last 16. Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and Ajax are on a different level to Lille. There's absolutely no way of denying it. It's just a straight up fact. Lille is struggling in Ligue 1 this season, which would have been absolutely ideal for Chelsea. And this is an unprecedented event. You know, like, this doesn't happen. Well, I mean, it happened yesterday in Formula 1 where the rules changed, and then today, these guys, all they got to do is pick a load of balls out of a basket. And they can't even do that, supposedly. They blame it on some kind of, like, technical error, but if that was the case, then why don't we just film some kind of supercomputer NFT Champions League drawer to do the draw? Why is it human beings with pieces of paper inside a flipping, almost saw, screwball, yet there's technical issues? Come on, guys. Like, all you got to do is get the right bloody balls in the correct holes, I guess is the best way of saying this, to be fair. So, yeah, how are you guys all doing? This is actually the third piece of content that is going to be on GBFC today. We had a Chelsea news video, which you guys should definitely go and check out once this stream is finished. And then we also had the first stream that I thought was going to be just a nice chilled second video of the day for people to go back and watch my reaction, which was a good one because we got a favourable draw. It turns out, after all of that, there's a third one coming, and it's right now. So let me know in the chat. There's nearly 1,500 of you in here right now. Let me know who you believe Chelsea are about to draw in the redraw. I think it's going to be Bayern Munich or Real Madrid. That's what I think it's going to be. I have no idea. At least I would like to think I have no idea because, well, there can be questions that are asked about things like this and the way things are done and whether it's right, whether it's wrong. Can we trust everybody involved with this? When things like this happen, it does really put the integrity at stake. And I think UEFA knew after football's been pretty rough for a couple of years now with COVID. I think they really knew that they had to do something about this before Manchester United really file some kind of legal lawsuit against this draw, because they will not be happy with Paris Saint-Germain. Question for the comments though. Thank you very much for the donation. Ariane Locari saying this again, we're getting Lille. That is the kind of positivity that I like to see. Appreciate the donation, mate. Super chats are on. Yeah, Lille is the way. Everyone's saying Lille, Bayern. I think in this kind of situation, emotions do take over a little bit because we kind of go with, we're going to get screwed over here. And Bayern is the obvious one there. If they don't get PSG again, I'll laugh. I think if Man United do get PSG, they are going to be the laughing stock for a while because people some people might believe that it was a Manchester United thing, you know, of course, whatever. But I don't know how that's the case because they got the team they didn't want, so it's actually not true. I'm live, okay? I didn't think that statement through, to be honest. We just had a $10 donation from Prince. Thank you very much, mate. Here's to a favourable draw. Shocking they've messed this up. Either way, shout out to you, Mr. Benson, and up the Chelsea. Thank you. I appreciate the super chat. Written in the sky, Bayern Munich. Written in the stars. It's the Gary Neville line that we would have liked to go for. Inter versus Manchester United. Has it began? Because I'm on the UEFA stream now and it's still Joe Cole talking. So again, the 10 o'clock start wasn't correct. UEFA, surely after all of this, you could be ready for when you say you're going to be ready at 10 o'clock. They've not even got the flipping... surely they don't have to do the whole speech again. You know, that nonsense waffle blabber that they do at the beginning of all of these draws? Surely not. We're still waiting. Okay, good. I was just making sure that my stream wasn't light years behind each and every one of you. Otherwise, there will be spoilers. Thank you very much for the donation. You've had a donation from Sam Hobbery. I think we'll get Bayern and everyone will be mad. I mean, yeah, it's one of those things where we could definitely be mad. Chelsea would have the right to be mad because we had the unfavourable draw. But it's the same with the F1 yesterday. You know, my opinion on the F1 yesterday, as somebody who's actually a fan of Max Verstappen, I'm happy that he won. And from a spectacle side of things, I think it was an incredible spectacle. One of the most exciting, insane sporting moments I think I've ever witnessed on TV. But at the same time, if it breaks the rules, it breaks the rules. And then for me, in the long run, the integrity of the sports we follow is far more important than anything else. So at the end of the day, we can complain, but I also think it is the right thing without me acting from my emotions. That was a great little clip. I should put that on Instagram. Okay, thank you, Michael Keeble, for the donation. Thank you also, Agar Takur. We ain't afraid of anybody. Keep the blue flag flying high. Oh, no! Mr. Bloody Ranieri's back again. This was the geezer who screwed it up last time. Giorgio Marchetti, also known as Claudio Ranieri. He is back doing his job again, probably asking for some kind of pay rise as a result of having to do double the shift today. I would not be surprised if a letter of complaint was sent in from Mr. Giorgio's lawyer to UEFA, ironically, to see if they could get a bit more cash. So, yeah. At the end of the day, I don't owe these guys anything. I was going to go to sleep because I think I got a bit of sunstroke today. So the fact that these guys have actually made me get in front of this bright light again is ever so slightly bloody annoying. There's people in the chat of the official draw on, I think it's the UEFA or BT YouTube channel. They're saying, don't redraw it. What is the point in that? Where's the energy in which you're using to write this comment when the decision's been made is absolutely mind-blowing. But it is what it is. I'm glad that we have a solid comment section here on the GBFC stream. So the winners, City, Liverpool, Ajax, Real Madrid, Bayern, United, Lille and Juventus. And then, of course, the runners up. I can somehow get this done faster than they can on UEFA, BT Sport, whatever. And then the runners up are... They're not going to show the runners up? Guys, this is just very slow. Paris Saint-Germain, Atletico de Madrid, Sporting Club de Portugal, Sporting Lisbon, Internazionale, Milano, Inter Milan, SL Benfica, Villarreal, FC Salzburg, and of course, our Chelsea. Guys, if you're in the stream, there's over 2,000 of you here. If you can hit the like button, that would be amazing. And if anybody intends to be here for the whole stream, please can you timestamp for me? In fact, I'm going to write it down in the notebook now. 8:50 is the start of the draw. Another $10 coming in from Prince after Barcelona 2009. Nothing shocked me in years, lol. Hope you get some sleep, mate. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat, M-Evolution, but I'm going to have to go back to the super chats at the end because FC Salzburg have been drawn as the first team in this redraw for the UEFA Champions League last 16. Ties to be played in February and March. Come on, Mr. Marchetti. Get on with it, please. All right, they're not giving Andre Arshavin the ball. Andre's also looking, thinking, I better get a flipping rise here for this double time I'm doing. This is madness. So, here we go. Whoever's that guy just spamming Max in the chat, mate, please get a life and just chill a little bit, will you? Okay. So, finally, we're getting things done. I think they're doing double, quadruple, 5, triple, whatever it's called, checks. Andreas Sharvin is opening the ball. Please be Bayern Munich. We can just get this one over and done with. immediately. Andrea Sharvin, can he get the paper out? Yes, it's Bayern! Come on! Screw you, UEFA. Screw you. Bayern Munich will play Salzburg, which is basically a ticket into the last 8 for Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich are out. We cannot get Bayern. But I'm not getting too excited here because Real Madrid is also destiny and Real Madrid are doing very well indeed. The next runner-up out of the pot is Sporting Lisbon. Are the next club out of the pot. If Chelsea were club winners or group winners, we could have drawn Sporting Lisbon, but obviously we went through as the runner-up. Shush, you joke, man. Well, turn off the stream then, you absolute pelican. Okay. Man City, Liverpool, Real Madrid, United, Lille are the options. Come on, who's it going to be? Just get Real Madrid out, please. Can we have Real Madrid versus Sporting Lisbon? This would be massive. It's going to be Man United, though, because that is a favourable draw for Man United. I think it's going to be that. You know, I get this, like, horrible bias inside of me when I feel all of these things. But if Real Madrid come out now, then we are seriously laughing. But because Chelsea have the least amount of options, I feel like it could be another problem. Who knows? It is... Who is it? Manchester City have Sporting Lisbon in the last 16 of the Champions League. Not an easy tie, but one that City will be very confident to progress into the quarterfinals with. Sporting Lisbon versus Manchester City is the next draw. City fans will be relatively happy with this. The next runner-up out from Giorgio Marchetti is Benfica. Now, Benfica versus Real Madrid was the previous fixture. Will Real Madrid have their wish granted again? I really hope this is Real Madrid, because if we can avoid it, then you guys that can go to the away day will get an incredible away day potentially in Ajax, or you'll be just going to Lille and all of those tickets you booked, you won't have to ask for any refund. Christmas hat. Unfortunately, I left it in the main part of the house, sadly. So, here we go. They are getting all the balls, sticking them in the hole. Sorry guys, I'm such a child. I really shouldn't be this immature. Come on, please be Real Madrid. If we get Lille again, I'll be absolutely delighted here. Andrea Sharvin is unscrewing it. And he's managed to do that pretty well now. He looks slightly more enthusiastic than he did before. Is it Real Madrid? It's not, it's Ajax. So, Chelsea can now play Real Madrid or Lille. Real Madrid is not a good draw, guys. I'm sorry, they're back in much better form than they were, in my opinion at least, last season. They're looking good again now. I saw Luka Modric last night, or the night before, I can't remember what it was now, against Atletico Madrid. He was on fire, absolutely on fire. I think it was yesterday. I was watching football in bed all night. Chelsea, here we go. Boys and girls, it is Chelsea. It will be Real Madrid or Lille. There is a 50-50 that this might be a bit of a mess, or it might potentially be perfect. Chelsea have just been drawn. 2 options, Real Madrid, Lille. Please be Lille, because if it's Lille, then we can really enjoy this and we can hopefully get into the last 8 of the Champions League again as the holders looking to retain our Champions League crown. Andrea Sharvin, he's got his hands in there again. I think it's Real Madrid. I think it's Real Madrid. He's unscrewing it now. Come on. Is it Real Madrid? Is it Real Madrid? Or do we have nothing to adjust? It's Lille! Yes! Get in! I don't know if I should celebrate yet or not. This is like VAR. But it's Lille. Chelsea have absolutely finessed the UEFA Champions League draw. The Thomas Tuchel juju is absolutely... It's real. We're winning the Champions League again. I'm saying it here on the 13th of December 2021. Chelsea will win back-to-back Champions League trophies. Again, there was just a sign, you know, in that stream I did against Porto. There was a sign earlier. And after all of this controversy, this tragic event that is just the poorly ran nature of a very basic draw for a European last 16 competition. And Chelsea somehow managed to absolutely slime our way back into the good side of what was a tragedy before it. So, Chelsea versus Lille. The rest of it, to be honest, I'm not that bothered, to be fair. I think I've already missed one. I don't know who the next team are, but this is absolutely delightful. UEFA, it looks like they might actually want us to win back-to-back Champions League. They must like Reece James the same amount as me. Manchester United. Now, I didn't see who was the first team that came out there, but who did they get? Who did Manchester United get? I couldn't see it. I was too busy just getting excited. So who is it? United Atletico. Villarreal have just come out. So who was it? United Atletico? I actually missed it. I absolutely missed it. Atletico Madrid. Okay, cool. Thank you guys for saving me there in the chat. Guys, we got Lille. If that isn't a good enough reason to hit the like button again, of course, no disrespect, it is not job done. That is for sure. So, it just can't get better than that for Chelsea. There can't be a single Chelsea fan in the world right now who is complaining about what just happened there. Guys, let's see if we can hit the like button. Juventus, what game was that? Liverpool versus, no, Man United, Juventus? I'm confused. I'm absolutely confused here. I've lost track of everything. United got Atletico Madrid. This stream has kind of become as much of a mess in terms of me being able to give you guys a lowdown as to what's going on. It's slightly even more messy than the fact that we're even doing this second live stream in the first place. So, very interesting indeed. Inter Milan will play Liverpool. Surely that is the only option. And then Real Madrid, PSG. What an incredibly exciting tie that is. Okay, so who is it? Inter Milan versus Liverpool. That is not easy for Liverpool. But they should be okay. Guys, I'm absolutely confused by this whole thing. To be honest, I think I've managed to outdo myself here after all of the shenanigans. Paris Saint-Germain and then Real Madrid. PSG versus Real Madrid. That is a brilliant draw for Chelsea again. Not just because we get the easiest team we could have possibly had 2 times in a row, but we also see big teams playing each other again. And I'm telling you, I believe that we are doing this again. So, Chelsea versus Lille for the second time. Real Madrid, let's talk about them for a moment. They are going to be absolutely fuming with this because their game against Benfica was legitimate as far as I'm aware. So Real Madrid have complained about it, and now, as much as I joke about them on Twitter and I say, will these guys ever stop just crying and complaining about absolutely everything? They kind of will feel very hard done by now. This is literally the same as the Formula 1 yesterday. Lewis Hamilton will think, well, what the bloody hell is this? You've got Salzburg versus Bayern Munich. That should be a very easy Bayern Munich progression. Sporting Lisbon versus Man City. Sporting, good team this season. I've watched them quite a bit. They've looked great. But Man City will be far too strong. City will go through. Benfica versus Ajax. That is a very interesting tie. I think it will be very close, actually. No away goals this year. They do not count. I think Ajax, after what we saw from 6 wins from 6 in the group stage, I think Ajax will progress from that. Chelsea versus Lille. We'll save that one. Well, there's no point, really, because I've already gone over it twice. But Chelsea versus Lille, I think Chelsea should certainly go through from this one. Lille is struggling massively in Ligue 1. Atletico Madrid versus Manchester United. That one, you could cut that one with a blunt butter knife, to be honest. It's going to be interesting, to say the least, this game. I think there could be very few goals. Ronaldo versus Atletico Madrid again. Nice little spice there. Not quite Ronaldo v Messi. But United, after complaining and being the team to really force this into happening, I do think that Man United will probably be slightly happier than when they had PSG, although Atletico will not be easy, that's for sure. I actually think United will go through. Villarreal versus Juventus. This is an exciting game because Villarreal can play, but I think Juventus will just about have enough, maybe 2-1 on aggregate. Inter Milan, Liverpool. Tough game for Liverpool, but I think Liverpool will have more than enough in this fixture. I think Liverpool will win quite comfortably against Inter Milan. It will be done over the first leg. And then Real Madrid versus PSG is the mouth-watering tie when you think about 2 matchups, 2 gargantuan clubs, one with the pedigree of as good as you can be in European football. Paris Saint-Germain, the nearly boys, the bottle jobs, the dreamers, you could say, the ones who feel as though they deserve it, but I think we all know they don't really after their showings in the Champions League so far. That could see, well, it will see one of the 2 biggest teams in this competition go out. And I think over 2 legs, PSG will have just about enough. But I am 100% going to be watching that game. Just wait until it's on the same day and the same time as Chelsea versus Lille as they try and balance out the most important fixtures for television rights. But anyway, thank you guys so much for all of the donations. Thank you guys so much for rejoining the stream. There was over 3,000 of you in here at one point, which is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, obviously you don't really need to watch the first stream, but if you want to, then feel free. But if you do want to see the Chelsea news today, totally different to what we've done here with the reaction to the Champions League draw, I'll leave a link to it in the description. But yeah, we finessed it, ladies and gentlemen. We crushed this one. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all later. Come on, you Blues.